There is an amazing recipe I'm going to share with you and you're not going to want to miss this one. Hello, my name is Rose. I am a vegan health and fitness coach. I have a program for women to help them achieve their dream plant-based body. If you want to learn how to eat the healthiest foods ever while tailoring it to your fitness goals, please apply to my 3-month program. Link is in the description below, and I would love to see if we'd be a good fit. Okay, so this video, I'm going to tell you how to balance your vegan macros if you are looking for a body composition change. So I always say this, is if you are just eating for health, if you're eating because whole food plant-based diets are preventing 15 out of the 16 chronic diseases that the standard American or Western style diets have, then you do not need to watch this. But if you're someone who is either struggling with not sure what to eat for weight loss, if you want to push your potential at the gym, if you want to get that lean muscle look because toning does not exist, I'm going to take you through what you need to know about vegan macros. And then stay tuned to the rest of the video because I will be showing you 2 vegan protein packed delicious recipes, 5-minute, well actually 12 minutes because you're air frying it, but 12-minute air fryer protein buns, and then cinnamon, raisin, date sweetened protein bread. So this is going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. So stay tuned. Also, shout out to Fanny. She found my YouTube channel and told me that I was funny, and that comment just got me going, and I'm like, all right, I gotta put YouTube videos out. People are watching this. So here we are. Okay, so what you need to know first of all about vegan macros. Number 1, if you have a goal of putting muscle on or losing weight while preserving your muscle, your shape, or just feeling satiated in general, you want to eat a little bit more protein than the RDA. So the RDA in the US says that we do not need more than 0.36 grams per pound of protein of our body weight. So that is really the minimum requirement, and just remember that protein has other functions it has to do first in our body before it can build muscle. So if you are active, if you are an athlete, if you also are elderly, you need to consume a little bit more protein. And number 2, you have to think about the quality of vegan protein sources. So it is a myth that they are incomplete. It's a total myth. All plants have the amino acids, and amino acids are what the proteins are made up of. So when we eat protein, they are digested broken down into the individual amino acids that will float through our bloodstream, and then when we need the amino acids to build the muscle, when we are in the process of muscle building, we will pull from those amino acids that are floating around us. So we need to make sure we have enough of the levels of the important amino acids that vegan lifters need. So vegan lifters need leucine. Leucine is one of the most important amino acids for muscle building because it sends the signal to begin the muscle protein synthesis pathway. So we need about 1 to 2 grams of leucine per meal. And to get that on a vegan diet, you just need to think about what protein sources are fitting your macros, because vital wheat gluten, which is in the recipe at the end of this video, and beans are very high in that. So if you just put those things in your diet, you will be good to go. And then you have to think about balancing your macros, because calories are the number one layer, and the tricky part with vegan diets is that it's not just having a pure hammer dye in the middle. So I think I was in the middle of saying the word pure. So it's not like you can just throw on a slab of tofu and it's the same as having a pure source of chicken. You have to understand that the tofu is going to have some carb and some fat as well that may influence what else you can put on your plate. So first thing, understand the protein source that you're putting on. So let's say you're trying to hit 30 grams of protein at each meal. If you do a serving of tofu, it might not hit exactly that. So two things, you could increase the portion size of your tofu, or you can add in things that will boost the protein source for the entire meal. So you can just do another serving of tofu and then realize that you probably couldn't add all of the avocado that you wanted to add, or you can do a serving of beans that will add to the protein but also add in the carbs, so you might not be able to put the sweet potato in. So as long as you just think ahead, think about what protein sources are going to be at each meal and then how to build the rest of the meal around that, you should be pretty good to go. And then it's really flexible if you understand the macros because you can pick and choose for the whole day. So you can plan ahead in the morning, think about what you're going to be eating, so then you're not left for dinner and you're like, oh my gosh, like I am 200 grams over my carbs and I've had 15 grams of protein today. That is a problem we run into as well. But it's really simple. Just the more that you familiarize yourself with understanding what comes packaged in all these vegan foods, along with the amazing antioxidants, nutrients, and fiber, disease-fighting things that are protecting us. As long as you know all that, then you should be good to go. And it is helpful too if you have an understanding of the macronutrients as well, especially if you're coming from a bodybuilding background or someone that has paid attention to that for fitness, because then you can just keep the same macronutrients that your body is used to for whatever goal you may have, and then just figure it out with the vegan macros and it should be pretty good. All right, if you've made it this far, then you get to watch the recipes. So coming up, we've got air fryer protein buns. It'll take seconds, actually 12 minutes, in the air fryer at 390 degrees Fahrenheit. And then protein bread that I made from cinnamon, raisins, and sweetened with date paste. So keep watching, I'll take you guys through. Look at those arms. Whoever invented seitan must have just discovered that there's so much protein and didn't want to share this recipe with anyone, and that's why he named it seitan, because so many people are just so scared to make it, so intimidated to make it, because they're like, what is this witchcraft that, we're doing? But once you make it, you guys, it is such an easy source of protein, and it is such a great source of leucine. Remember, leucine, that essential amino acid that literally starts the whole muscle building process. So definitely make seitan. It's going to save you so many calories from carbs and fat that you can get from like potatoes or real bread or so it's really good. So I'm going to show you. First, we are going to make a protein sweet dessert type bread. So we are going to weigh out 200 grams of vital wheat gluten. Same ratio, 200 grams of chickpea flour. Add in some cinnamon, teaspoon of baking powder in there. We'll whisk this baby up. You're going to need more than this. I'm going to add in some date paste for sweetness. I'm just going to add in some raisins, and then I'm going to make the air fryer protein buns, which are super, super simple. Fresh herbs, this is optional too. And this is just literally 1 scoop. 30 grams, this is 30 grams of vital wheat gluten, some water. much for watching. I hope that helps with a little bit of vegan macros, and I hope that you try my recipes. If you do, let me know how it goes in the comments. Always looking for feedback that is not my parents'. So also leave a comment if there's anything else you want to see, and if not, just stay tuned, pop back in. I try to do one every week or so. So in the meantime, go lift some weights and eat some good food. Bye.